done a great job. For me, it's anything from moral support, or we'll just have a chuckle. I say, hey, what would you do? What would you be doing? And then both of us had a great time there. He's got a lot of love for his old school, and so do I. And so we have a lot in common in there. But when it comes down to football part of it, he's growing. And I said, hey, I'm not going to suggest anything until you ask. You go ask your position coach, and Coach Juan does a great job, and then he'll come to me and say, all right, well, where's this and where's that, which is awesome. So for him, developing his relationship with his teammates and his position coach as he is, and he's continuing to do it, and then me sliding in once I feel he's got that relationship with those guys to where now we can build it with the running backs. Myself personally, it's going to be fun because we got a lot to talk about. We'll throw a little bit jokes here and there, but about our times over there in the Hudson Valley.
It had to be gratifying, though, for you to see your guys so instrumental in the second half in establishing, I think, the identity of your team.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that we found a rhythm, and I wish we would have punched it. We came 1 yard short, but it was good for them to see them have confidence and work together 5-on-5. And that's what I didn't think we played 5-on-5 in the game one. I thought we played 1-on-1 and tried to do a little bit more like, hey, I'm going to beat the defender. Yes, you have to win your 1-on-1, but you got to play 5-on-5. And so I thought they played more 5-on-5, playing together and working together, as opposed to, hey, I'm going to whoop the dude in front of me, which 100% you do. But you also have to have awareness of what my other guy is doing. And so I thought they worked a little bit better in game two than game one, and hopefully they do it again this week.
Hey, Coach, 2 weeks in, what's your analysis of the offensive line so far?
Not sure. We're developing. They're tough kids. They do everything right. You just gotta continue to improve on our footwork and our eyes, our communication, all that. You said it, man. It's week 2. I wish I had a better answer, but we're still developing. We're still, fixing the problems that we need to be fixed. And so I wish it was there. They were at the top of the game, but our goal is to play the best we can the next game and just keep building on that one. So by the end of all of it, you're like, okay, every week they improve. And so it's still early in the season. I know they're going to fight. I know they're going to they're going to go in the right direction. And you just got to think of some of the technique stuff, football technique stuff.
What do you make of unity is such a big part of the offensive line room. What are some things that you do to preach what are some things that you preach to increase the bond in the offensive line room?
Well, just little things, and again, you start in January, and they've got to know each other's their first, last name, their real name, not nicknames, how to pronounce it. We've got a lot of unique last names in our room, but how to pronounce it correctly and know what hometown and high school, those little things like that, those O-line bonding, whether it's in the winter or in the spring, it all culminates. If you wait till the season to try to bond, it's too late. And so we've done that in January, trying to give ownership to the older guys and helping them bond with it, because once the season gets going and school gets going, they got to roll. They got to roll. Things are going to happen fast. So, those things that happen in the off season hopefully is going to start paying off. And they're going to continue to hang out with each other and stuff like that.
What do you make of the tight end room helping you guys out in one game?
Oh, they're reliable. I have no ill will. The matchups, I'm not sure, man. Those guys block their tails off, and they're reliable, and we trust them a lot. We ask a lot of them, and they're up for it. They're asked a lot in the pass game, and they're asked a lot in the punt game, and they do a great job, and they do it with pride. They do it with a smile on their face, and what's next, coach? So those guys, they want to be coached, and they're well coached, and they're up for any challenge that we ask of them. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was going to ask, how fired up is Jimeto to play his old team this week?
I'm just trying to keep it consistent. Yeah. When you prepare for a game, I always tell them, hey, you got to prepare consistently. You have to have a routine. You have to continue to prepare, and emotions can't run and control you. And so I'm sure it's naturally going to be fired up, but my job is to make sure that he's playing with passion, not emotion. Right? He's playing for internal stuff, and he's going through a routine, getting them ready to go.